Utie oha extra punk no. Needs FM.
Rastafarians.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about? You can't Rastafarian any day.
Okay, the woman said, so be I say, yeah, he has a ube, fapping, and now the genesis of Rastafari. Rastafari doctrine no, started with Caribbeans because Yemi Anuma ever found in their quest to identify with Africa, they chose the vehicle of Rastafari, courtesy of the coronation of Haile Selassie in 1930. In the Rastafari, then Yanuma Yadi Omukoano, Omupeso feel African, and Rastafari is the vehicle that offers them that opportunity to identify with Africa.
And what then became reason here almost dreadlocks?
Dreadlocks, no matter from two perspectives. First perspective, no, your Judeo-Christianity. What's your Bible more? Most of the holy people in the Bible, they were dreadlocks.
Most of the holy people in the Bible wore the locks.
Dreadlocks, because who can say Samson? The Bisan say we 2 minutes, Jinaden, NOC, Mitrino. Who can John the Baptist? You see, no on Trinity. Prophets say Elijah and Monina, they were described as Nazarites who kept their hair as a sign of their covenant with God. And then we back in Bibi Bremu, Tontiti, all the holy people of our culture, they still come for not Monina, no more emphasis. So dreadlocks have two pillars you can look at them from, either the traditional religious perspective or the Christian perspective.
Oh. And does it matter at a point in time? Say Obuchane Drex now, person Uchagu for say a period of 3 years. Does it have any effect on the belief system?
To a large extent, personal correct is police, you can either be CID or you can be a policeman in uniform. So I just say
yes.
In this we police are we show uniform. So we call baby now we show uniform. Next year we police.
It did not just say wearing the dreadlocks no denotes your membership of the Rastafarian set.
That is the outward expression of your faith. In Igbo, nobody can force you to shed your expression of your faith. Because the expression of your faith is part of your faith, is part of your religion.
So what's your understanding of Ghanaians appearing to have a kind of a phobia on Omo Champese?
With all humility and respect, I would say it is a demonstration of the crass ignorance. Because say we come on campuses, in hospitals, in law courts, among from graduates or Juma. We call New York, they say, a policeman or a dreadlock. We call New York, they say, and I will call Washington, and I will call Atlanta, and say, or software or so the dreadlock. It is a misguided, myopic, and primitive notion that dreadlocks or anything African is not right. It stems from the Eurocentric perception. The believer not say Peruvian hair, and now Brazilian hair, and now I'm bleaching, and now false eyelashes, and now false fingernails. This thing or this attitude towards dreadlocks, it stems from our denial of things African and our embracing of things Eurocentric.
So, time Rastafarian community, it is two otherwise brilliant students who had been placed at Achimota School and subsequently have been denied admission. How did the community take it?
Oh, we were infuriated. We were so disappointed. There in the 21st century, with such enlightenment, and Ghana proclaiming ourselves as a middle-income nation, no, we have such primitive notions. I mean, we were so disappointed.
And to the extent that Ghana Education Service, others accusing them of being populist, came out saying, directing Achimota School to admit the 2 kids. Now we have the former vice chancellor of a university, who is the chairman of the parents, chairman of the Old Students Association, requesting the GES to do a U-turn on the basis that that public directive undermines authority and governance of the school, and then employers who are technically named teachers are also saying, woman TSS because Enquadano admit to Achimota School. The 2 stakeholders, how do you see their reaction towards that way?
And you can't be about prejudice and myopia. So that our values of what is fine, what is acceptable, is based on Eurocentric notions of acceptability. Such as here. So our whole system of appreciation is based on Eurocentric notions. Into the Obiko class school, not India, or share Peruvian hair, and now baby. And you know the sad and funny thing. My friends were telling me, say, headmistress, no, about you know, or share fake hair.
That is what that is what you are led to believe, and I say as a fact.
No, I didn't watch her, but that's what I hear. It may not be true, but it goes back to what I'm saying. Say, your societal value system, no, we need to do a wholesale appreciation of that or evaluation, because your notions of acceptability are based on Eurocentric standards. Then anything African, no, will be seen as an anathema. And so I said, because for Professor Agite to come and make those statements, no. Prof, I respect my whole lot of respect for him, but I think on this he got it wrong.
Because there are, did you say that say a pastor, a policeman, and a student in the USA are wearing locks?
When you Biden, the advisor on black relations, or a Ghana, what short documents be on the need for people not to be discriminated against based on their hair. The interview we are do link.
Okay, we will look at it. But there are some persons in London listening to us, and they've sent material. September 12, 2018, the Guardian newspaper brought a story. School that told boy to cut off dreadlocks backs down. And then there's another one carried by the BBC. Also say Fulham schoolboy dreadlocks ban overturned.
Anyway, but the whole world is moving a certain way. So discrimination against children on the basis of their religion or religious beliefs is a thing of the past. Because in Colombia, 6 A's, 9 A's. That means they are top range students. What does their locks, how does their locks affect their ability to learn?
So you said others were ignorant of what the Rastafarian faith is about. It may be you are also failing to appreciate. Now we have another student in Georgia Penny Senior High School who's been denied admission on the basis or no so 18-year-old no or your comfort or your fetish priest. What are your thoughts on that?
When indeed, The Constitution is clear. Do not deny any young person access to education based on their religion. It is a traditional priest, and until now also dreadlocks. No, the school has no business rejecting his entry.
Then let me read this over to you and see whether you have any response to this, my friend at La. It's called Lord. He goes, look, until 25 years, when your parents have prepared you for the future through university, the child has no rights. All rights of a child are rightfully reserved in the parents. Look, a dreadlock Rasta orientation differs from non-dreadlock. So how can you mix up at the school? And most importantly, if the child is not a fetish as a plain to the school authorities, therefore we must respect the Achimota school decisions as the standard. So he is saying that you do not have any right at a point as a child, and for that matter, a child wearing dreadlocks and those not wearing dreadlocks have different orientation and should not be mixed.
No.
Utie oha echi punk no. Needs FM.